Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media, back at y'all for another round. And football fans, especially out here in the tri-state area in New York, there is a lot of optimism in the atmosphere because there is two guys that are not your average Joes running the show. And that is Joe Douglas for the New York Jets and Joe Schoen for my beloved New York Giants. You start with Joe Douglas. You know, he has taken, both these men have taken two franchises that were dumpster fires and have given them nothing but blue sky, sunshine, and plenty of optimism going forward. One thing that has plagued the New York Jets for years, and Douglas has seemed to attack this, and it's no longer a stigma of the Jets, is that the Jets could not draft. I remember going back years ago where they had like 14 draft picks, right? And 11 of those draft picks didn't even play in the NFL after like their rookie contract. That's atrocious. Under Joe Douglas, you have gotten guys like Sauce Gardner, you got Garrett Wilson, you got Breece Hall, aka Beast Hall. He's done some works, and of course this offseason he went and got the big one, you know, because the Jets, they do have a legitimate championship team on both units, offensive, defense. So they just needed the guy that could take them to the promised land. And they believed that guy was Aaron Rodgers. They believed in it wholeheartedly. And they went out and got him. So Aaron Rodgers, the best thing, like I said in a video a year back, the best thing that happened to the Jets was having the Packers on their schedule. Because it was an upfront, up close and personal commercial. It was a rehearsal to sell the team to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers not only saw that how good they were, but that they beat the Packers, he said, okay, I can see myself. They're one piece away, and that's the piece and position I play. So I'm over there. So the Jets go into this season as one of the favorites to not only win the division, but one of the favorites to appear in a championship game. So for that, you got to be tremendously optimistic and happy that Joe Douglas is running the show. Then, when it comes to my G-men, my Giants, you got Joe Schoen. I mean, you're seeing right before our very eyes the reason why the Buffalo Bills ended up becoming the powerhouse that they are today under Joe Schoen. Because for one, Joe Schoen is very good at the draft. Joe Schoen is a brilliant scout at talent. And he has been making some major moves. First and foremost, we got Darren Waller, aka Darren Baller. How he pulled that off, I have no idea. But we got a stud, a superstar, a bona fide top 5 tight end in the league. Darren Waller is pretty much a big wide receiver. He has the speed in the hands of a wide receiver, but the body of a tight end, which is what makes him a nearly impossible coverage. He's a sensational player, and I was shocked when the Giants got him. But it didn't stop there. You know, Joe Schoen also went and got Jalen Hyatt, a speedster, in the draft. And just yesterday, the big news, he went and got former 8th overall pick Isaiah Simmons from the Cardinals. I mean, Joe Schoen is doing some remarkable things. The linebacker from the Colts, that guy, he was amongst the league leaders in tackles last year. So in sacks, excuse me. So this guy, Joe Schoen, has been nothing short of remarkable. Again, going back to Isaiah Simmons, how do you get a number 8 overall pick? This guy just a few drafts ago was the 8th overall pick, a top 10 pick, for just a 7th round pick. Man, we looking at Trader Joe's out here in New Jersey. Between Joe Douglas and Joe Schoen, this is Trader Joe's, open for business. These guys be willing and dealing. And the most important thing that Joe Schoen has done for the Giants is he has put together a tremendous front office, a tremendous coaching staff between Brian Dable, who has taken chicken and turned it into chicken salad, because he has been phenomenal with his play calling, with his belief in his players, with his system. I mean, when they went for it last year for the win in week 1, the very first game, you know what that is? To call a play like that for Saquon Barkley to go for it for the win. That was just a sample serving of what we was in store for, because he has tremendous guts and a great system that's player friendly. And even the creativity with guys like Mike Kafka in there, the creativity, like we saw that they had on their last preseason game. You're going to see stuff like this. You're going to see fun lineups like this. You had Darren Waller all the way by himself at the corner playing receiver. You had the rest of the line and the receivers on the left side. Saquon Barkley runs down to the left and it faked, and it looked like a screen pass coming. Instead, one-on-one coverage to Darren Waller, first down. You're going to see a lot of creativity. We have the personnel now. We got guys that can actually catch the ball this year, so this should be a fun team to watch. They remind me a lot of the New York Knicks, where it's good coaching and good coach and player chemistry that is producing results. It's yielding results because the belief in one another, the belief in the coach and the players and the coaching staff, the plays being called, the plays being ran, and the execution has just been phenomenal. To get them not only to get this dumpster fire Giants team, turn it around a complete 180 to get them to the playoffs, but they actually won a playoff game on the road. And with Wink Martindale, the genius. I remember when the Giants first got Wink Martindale, Bart Scott was singing praises about him because he knows Wink very well from his days with the Ravens. And he said, Giants fans, you got yourself a gem. This guy's a genius. Y'all gonna love him. And boy, was he right. Because the schemes that he throws, the blitz packages, and now with an athletic freak that we got for a steal in Isaiah Simmons, I'm excited to see how Wink Martindale utilizes his athleticism in his creative blitz packaging. So this is going to be a fun year for New York football. Could even be a historic year. But yeah, Trader Joe's is open for business. These ain't your average Joes. Let's go Giants. And oh yeah, let's go Jets. New York. Peace.